precaution piece of mojado. It's a whole different kind of piece of mojado. I'm in Panama City, Panama. This is Selena's hostel that we stayed at, and now we're going to get some breakfast. It's absolutely packed here because the Pope is here for 2 days. The Pope. And they've just been having concerts, people worshiping, and people from all over the world get gathered around. And it was so packed last night. And all the hotels were booked out, and they all use booking.com, but none of them update booking.com to let you know that there's no rooms available, so it would show like there are rooms available. So we booked at 3 different places, and every time we get there, they're like, yeah, we don't actually have any rooms. Oh, it's a pretty popular time. And I'm sick, I have food poisoning or something, which is great. Here's some people gathered around right now. Check it out. There's a lot of different flags and people wearing the jerseys, and everybody just waves, and they're all so happy. Jesus. There are so many police. I mean, there usually are a lot, but there were so many more, and they usually go on these two person motorcycles, and the guy on the back has like a machine gun, and the birds learn to do all the siren sounds. That's cool. See those guys in the back? I'm acting like I'm not trying to get them, but I'm trying to get them on purpose. They're everywhere. Pretty cool, and they seem to be nice so far. It's pretty cool. Bomberos. Is that firemen? Yeah, they have, bomberos is such a cool freaking word. But the first one we saw was upside down in a ditch. That was one of the first ones. Yeah, they're doing it up. Oh, look at that. Is that just for this? Maybe. Lots of angelic naked angels.
Taking stop, drop, and roll to a whole new level.
Taking stop, that's amazing. Oh, because the car rolled and stopped. Yo. I have never been in a hostel before. Hold on, that's much. But it's just such a cheap like hotel alternative. But you can, it's usually a shower. People that are just kind of from the middle of nowhere backpacking can like bathe themselves, and they're very cheap. They're like $15 to $20 for a bed if you're okay with living being in a room with 4 bunk beds. But this is a Selena's, which is they're just they're like high scale hostels. It's crazy. Like just look how beautiful all of this is. Like so that's cool. Okay, and there's a freaking pool table, an awesome looking bar. There's like this wall even is beautiful. Every wall is beautiful. There's art on most freaking walls whenever they can fit up. Like right even over here, like this tiny little metal ballerina bending backwards. Backwards bending. She's pregnant. Aww, oh, it's beautiful. I almost died there. Be amazing. A sweet pool table too. This is like, that's beautiful. Anyway, so this is probably their most expensive looking one we've been to so far. We saw Selena's in Bocas del Toro. There's always Jenga. There's always Jenga in pretty much every place we've gone to. And it's usually being played, not now because it's the daytime and everyone's probably really hungover, especially because the Pope's in town and they were partying it up last night. A DJ on the roof. There's like 300 people that didn't speak English. These airport shoes, 90 bucks a foot, and they got the wrong name. $200 for these freaking shoes. They make the ugliest possible shoes and they jack the price up so then the super rich people are like, oh, I'm gonna buy 7. But they're just ugly. And the $25 on Amazon, the ones I got. Look at this. Look at that. What is that? It's like an outer layer of skin like on top of them. These shoes are for professionals. The steamer is actually on. Steam in the air. Humidifying. Boarding a plane to go to Colombia. And apparently their planes, you have to be on 40 minutes before or you can't get on. So you think America's ridiculous. Oh, gassing us out. Wild. Best part about the airport in Panama City, there was no one on the loudspeaker saying, please don't leave your bag by itself or we will have to set it on fire and destroy it and you'll never see it again. Never happened once. And they just say the same thing over and over and over in the airports in the US. It's pretty nice, it's quiet. Tons of rum you could buy and no restaurants at all. There were like 3 fast food places and then just like 10 stores of rum and lots of makeup. And everything costs like $90. So it's duty free, which means you don't have to pay tax on it, but then they triple the price. Does that work on anybody? I feel like the buzzword doesn't work anymore, and it can't. This plane is taking off a half hour before it's scheduled to take off. Departure 17:39, and oh, so 5:39, 5:40, going around. Be there 15 minutes before the departure. It tells you to be there 15 minutes before departure, and it's taking off 15 minutes before before that. You would be 15 minutes before. What a hilarious joke. That's funny. People just, that's hilarious. They're like, we filled up enough seats. None of them. Okay, 7 people. That's not enough.
Avianca. No one ever makes the flight. She made her flight. She's laughing at the people that didn't make the flight.
Especially if we want to go that way.
Trying to get a good view out of the window.
So.
$5 flip-flops. Worn these things out in the past couple days, 11 days. $5. They're pretty nice. While they lasted. Actually, they weren't. Very slippery and dangerous the whole time. I hiked in these because I lost my shoes. Why is there no subtitle option? Copyrighted. Free headphones, I still have those here. Pretty nice. But why is there no subtitles automatically on the videos on the airplanes? Should always have. We're dead. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Too much complaining. Complaining too much. Dude, the food they give you. So good. This was pretty cool. Like mustard and cheese and bread. It's better than the cookie, right? Freaking ham and cheese sandwich. I can't do cheese, but I prefer this over the cookies that you get for free in America. Yep. No idea what any of this means. It's the paper you have to fill out. It's crazy. So you have to say where you're going, when you'll leave. You have to bring proof of that you're leaving, which I don't have. So I might not even be able to freaking get in. No habla español. That's a big thing. Big deal. All I know is just check no in all those boxes. That's how language should be. The only difference between the words of the language are the amount of P's.
Aprox or Aprox?
Look at how similar these 3 spellings of emergency are. I wish that's how all languages were. Colombia. I got a pimple on my face? That looks suspicious. Vlogging looks suspicious. Everything I do looks suspicious. Hey, Corona. Now we're talking. Something I recognize.
You can go to gate 72 to 88 or gate 72 to 87, whichever one you want.
Whichever one's easier. We don't know what time we have to get to the gate because they leave a half hour before the posted time on the ticket. So you have to get there an hour before they tell you that you have to be there. 15 minutes before that. That's in Panama though, maybe not Colombia. God, this thing's huge. My college ex just got married. She sent me a picture of her wedding. And she looks so beautiful and we were so happy for a period. So you just flash back to that when you see them get married. And they look really good. And he looks like a nice guy. Crazy. I just looked at it and I was like, holy shit. Those emotions. And then I like look suspicious walking around Colombia, like bawling, so I had to sit in this stall. That's Cassidy from the Wii video. And she's a math teacher, she's badass. I got freaking 2 huge pimples. Whew. Okay, we landed and now we're trying to Uber, but it says Uber doesn't exist in this area currently, so I don't know if that means just like sit and hang out for the next 6.5 months until they install it, or that means just give up. I'm not sure. They said not currently, so there's no other option. Whoa. This is the front of the airport. These are the taxis. Taxi life. The taxis have blinking LED lights, and they have like a whoop whoop sound that they make. That's pretty awesome. That's Simone Bolivar Airport. Yeah. It's cool. Except for all the people that keep saying, hey, guy. I'm tired. Oh,
Nice. Cool. Yoo-hoo. Nice. Good. Gracias. Aha. Solid. Huh? It worked. Huh? You kind of think for a second that maybe, dude, we were in the first taxi and then he stopped the car and we had to get out and get into another taxi. So you're like, and we don't know how to speak their language at all. So it was just, you know, we had to trust the world, trust humanity. Yeah. 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 Time for sleeping. Good night. Oh. It's the dorm. It's pretty sweet. It's AC. Necesado. That's not a word, is it?